This is the homework assignment, page 110, 18 through 29, and then page 122, 7, and 126, 8. I'm going to spend some time going over the even ones from the 18 through 29. Alright, for 18, we just have a quotient of powers, so we'll just have 8 minus 4, so we'll subtract the powers and end up with x to the 4th. So that's all we have to do for 18. Alright, for 20 we have a power of a power. We have 3 squared and s to the third. So we'll end up multiplying, so we'll end up with 3 2 times. We'll multiply those powers, and then we'll multiply that. So we should end up with 3 to the 12th power and s to the 18th power. And if we take 3 to the 3rd power, we end up with this. 3 to the 12th power, sorry. And that would be our answer for number 20. Alright, for number 22, we have negative exponents and we have multiplication of powers. So we'll have 4 times, we'll end up adding 4 plus negative 3. Then we'll have z squared plus negative 5. Okay, here we'll end up with y to the first, because 4 plus negative 3 gives us 1, and z to the negative 3rd power. Okay, to get rid of the negative exponent, we're going to bring it underneath, so we end up with y over z to the 3rd. Okay, then for 24, I would suggest you write that in so you know to take 7 to the negative 2 power, c to the negative 14th, and d to the negative 4. We multiply negative 2 times those powers. That's how we're coming up with the numbers we are. Because when we have a power of a power, so we're going to end up multiplying. Okay, now here all these are negative. I'm going to go ahead and square the 49. So I'm going to get, well, anyway, let's bring it underneath first and then I'll square it. All these have negative exponents, so if I write it underneath here, I end up with positive exponents. Now this, I'm going to go ahead and now square the 7, so that we end up with 1 over 49, c to the 14th, d to the 4th, for number 24. Here for number 26, where we have quite a few things going on. Let's write it like this. Now it may be obvious for the one part, but I'm going to go through the steps. So let's go x to the 5th minus 5, y to the negative 8 minus negative 6. This right here we'll end up with x to the 0, which we probably would have said, okay, that canceled out anyway, or it became 1. Because x to the 0 power is going to end up being 1. Now let's look at this. We have negative 8 minus negative 6, so we're going to change. It's going to be negative 8 plus 6, so they have different signs, so it's end up with negative 2. Okay, so x is 1. If you want to write that in, you can. So x is 1. So we have, right now we just have y to the negative 2. Now to get rid of the negative exponent, we'll write it in fraction form so that we get y over 1 over y squared. Would be our final answer for number 26. Alright, for 28, let's treat it like this. We'll deal with this part. We're going to end up reducing here. Then let's have a to the negative 3rd minus 2, okay, b to the 9th minus negative 5. Okay, 12 over 21, that's going to reduce. 3 goes in there 4 times. 3 goes in there 7. So we'll end up with 4 sevenths. Okay, now we're going to figure out where all this other stuff goes. So we end up with a, we've got negative 3 minus 2 is going to give us a to the negative 5. So I'll go ahead and write it here. A to the negative 5. Okay, then we end up with b to the 14th, because we're going to end up adding here. Okay, now, to get rid of this negative exponent right underneath, so it's going to be 4b to the 14th over 7a to the 5th.